This week on Weather Warriors, Dan scales New England's highest peak, Mount Washington, where he works alongside a team of brave souls to collect crucial weather data in the worst conditions imaginable, laboring round the clock in sub-zero temperatures and hurricane-force winds. It's just another day at the office.
Come on.
Every week, I travel around the country meeting people who encounter extreme weather while doing their jobs. Through torrential rains, or blistering heat, freezing cold, or hurricane-force winds, these men and women don't complain. They just keep on working and doing what it takes to get the job done. This is Weather Warriors. Bring it. Hi there. You probably noticed it says Home of the World's Worst Weather on the back of that vehicle behind me. And you're wondering, why would I go there? Because I'm Dan DiGiulio and this is Weather Warriors, the show where we celebrate the people who live and work in this every single day. We're going to climb this mountain, Mount Washington, 6,288 feet. We're going to go up there and celebrate these people. We'd like you to come with us, but first, let's get some clothes on. Conditions on the summit can be deadly, with wind chills dipping to 50 below zero. Climbing ropes, ice axes, and steel spikes strapped to your boots are all strict gear requirements for visiting rookies like me. Layering is also important, since they tell me that any skin exposed to the extreme cold could freeze in a matter of moments.
I'm already starting to sweat in the cozy areas, we'll call them. I'm geared up and ready to take on Mount Washington. I'm smiling under here, you just can't see it.
During the winter months, only one beast can climb the narrow ice-covered road to the Mount Washington Observatory, and luckily, there's a seasoned veteran behind the wheel. This is our friend Pete Robbins. He's going to be our escort. He's going to drive this lovely beastie to take me up that mountain.
Whatever you do, don't open this.
I'll try not to.
We'll go through the door.
Okay. This twin-track snowcat doubles as a snowplow, clearing fresh powder with every trip to keep the road passable. Even though it's only 5 miles to the summit, the trip can take up to 6 hours in rough conditions. But for Pete, the driver's seat is paradise. Why do you love this job, Pete? What's the big selling point for you?
I just love it up here on the mountain, that's all.
Yeah. You mind if I ask you how old you are?
I'm going to be 75 here in July.
75.
Yeah. Not going to quit until I have to.
It takes a steady hand to guide this cat up the mountain. Our tracks are sometimes just inches from the edge, and beyond that, a whole lot of nothing.
We had one fella go off the mountain right there.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. He went down 300 feet, so.
Yeah, is he still driving?
No, he retired.
What a shock! He retired. Fell off a cliff and didn't want to do it anymore. We're finally near the top, but the legendary weather's turned bad. Almost as if the mountain's trying to keep us off the summit. The peak is smack dab in the middle of 3 major storm tracks, which makes the observatory the perfect place to gather information for the National Weather Service. 365 days a year, a rotating team of technicians and a temperamental cat named Marty call this place home. They work and live here for week-long stretches, observing and maintaining the weather sensors on this data collection tower. For them, a walk outside could mean temperatures cold enough to freeze a soap bubble in a few seconds. It could mean facing winds over 230 miles per hour, the highest wind speed ever recorded by a human being. This is the oldest weather station in America, and their job is to take care of it. And it's my job to try their job right alongside them. Well, sir,
Okay.
thank you for
Take
getting me
care.
here safely.
You're welcome. Don't get blown off the tower.
I'll try not to get blown off. Have a safe trip. We're here at the Mount Washington Observatory, about to meet the Director of Operations, Mr. Ken Rancourt.
Hello, glad to see you.
I'm cold.
You're cold. We're both cold. Let's go inside.
All right, sounds good.
Well, come on in here, Dan. This is our weather room. This is where most of the action takes place. This is the other part of our observing staff. This is Mike Finnegan
Mike, pleasure to meet you.
How's it going?
Good. You?
Good.
and Rebecca Schoen.
Pleasure to meet you. Dan. In the observatory's weather room, readings are taken every hour. No exceptions. So the equipment on the tower needs to be constantly monitored and maintained. Guess what I get to do?
So you ready for this?
I think so. Where are we going?
We're going way high, where the
high.
wind is greatest.
Going up. Is it colder than what we just came from?
Oh, for sure. Not only is it colder, it's about 80% windier. So
Windier.
whenever you're up there, man, you just got to make sure you hold on.
Okay. The thick layers of ice that build up on the equipment can really mess with the accuracy of the readings. And there's a 3-story drop from that equipment to the rocks below the tower.
When you go up here, you gotta watch out. You gotta duck down real low because it's a small door, okay?
Small spaces.
When we get outside, you turn left and hold on.
Okay, hold on.
Hold on.
To you or for dear life?
No, just something solid.
Here we go. You gotta be kidding me, Ken. All right. It's cold and it's windy.
Well, Dan, you haven't seen anything yet. What you're gonna do is you're gonna follow me up here.
Of course I am.
You're gonna stay down low.
Oh, that'll happen.
And when you stand up, make sure you're holding on to something.
Okay.
On the way down, don't miss this step.
Okay.
Because you'll fall off the edge.
Very important fact. Don't miss this step.
Wow! This is wind like I've never felt before!
When it hits the metal, knock the ice off.
Okay! We are not wearing harnesses. And right now the wind speed is peaking at 90 miles per hour. That's just shy of a Category 2 hurricane.
You don't understand! I can't even explain this wind!
This is the highest point of the highest place in New England, and I'm banging on stuff with a crowbar. Nothing is holding me down but the icy grip of fear.
Instruments are clear, safe. We're gonna hold on and go back down.
You guys do this every hour on the hour.
Whenever we're below freezing and in the fog.
That was cold.
So now I'm gonna drop you off with Mike. Mike's gonna show you how to really do an observation.
Like that wasn't anything.
That wasn't real, that was preparatory.
Okay, that was easy, relatively.
That was the easy part.
Show me the hard stuff.
There are no big digital thermometers to peek at through the window here. All observations are done outside by hand to make sure they're accurate.
So we've got 2 thermometers in here. The top one measures the current temperature. So right now it's reading 21 degrees even.
What would you guess the wind chill is right now?
15 below zero. 10 below is 15 below.
15 below zero.
Well, there's no 3-story drop to worry about on this observation. And how often do you get to take a stroll through a hurricane?
Oh yeah!
Ever wonder what it's like to skydive without leaving the ground? That's what this feels like.
Your beard's getting white, man! You're aging before my eyes! This is insane!
Now I know why they require spikes on your boots. Here's why the job is so important. Mike takes the data we just collected and uploads it directly to the National Weather Service database, where it's used to help forecast the weather for the entire northeastern United States and Canada.
Visibility and temp and dew point.
Visibility, that's where you're right, can't see shit.
After getting a taste of the life here, I want to sit down to learn a little bit more about what makes these people tick. One question, one word. Why? Rebecca, what motivated you to start doing this?
Yeah, I mean, it's great with like how you work all day, but you still have that family element with the group that you're with.
Right.
And you get to spend time together and you work for 8 days and you have 6 days off. But I mean, you have a mountain as your background at the end of the day.
Is there anything that would make you want to do something else?
I absolutely love it up here and I couldn't picture myself anywhere else.
For me, I guess when 110, 120 mile an hour wind stops feeling ridiculous, I think that's probably time for me to move on to do something different.
Hawaii's different too.
It is.
The elements can be brutal, but the hardest part of life at the top is being away from friends and family. So these guys have found a second family up here, and that makes this place feel just like home. That camaraderie is most obvious at dinner time.
I've been waiting all day for this.
Tonight's feast is courtesy of Gigi and Kay, 2 ladies who love it up here so much, they volunteer for the privilege of providing the team with 3 squares a day. Not only do all these people work here, they stay up here and live here together. It's like a little family. And they've been kind enough to invite us to have dinner with them. And I'd just like to toast these weather warriors on Mount Washington. Thank you so much for having us. Cheers. Cheers. Thank you for not letting me blow off the roof of the building. After a long, cold day and with my belly full, it's time to get some sleep.
Time to wake up, Dan.
What time is it?
It's 1 a.m. It's time to go de-ice.
Okay.
The ice is accumulating fast.
Okay. Where's my pants?
Every hour, on the hour, day or night.
I can't even tell you how cold this is.
Now it's time for bed.
Hey, Dan. Still gotta do observations all night long.
When they say every hour on the hour, it is not an exaggeration.
Time to get up and go de-ice.
Just got back to sleep, but
Hey, Dan.
Oh, at least it's light outside.
Over the course of my second day,
Juice of the gods.
I get the chance to experience almost every job on the mountain.
man, I can actually see out here. Yeah. And it's incredible.
Everything from measuring moisture to swapping out precipitation cans. Ken even invites me to clean Marty's cat box. They said I had to do every job. Oh, he doesn't mess around.
Good job, man. Good job.
But before I can leave, Rebecca has one last assignment for me.
All right, well, your last chore before you go down is to do the intern's job.
Okay,
And there's your shovel.
we all know what this is.
So you want to get the snow and ice up, and you're going to push it down off the edge there. Just be careful it doesn't hit you in the face.
Can you hear the wind? It's really cold and really loud. And they're having fun. He's making bomb noises. Bombs away!
That's a long way down. When the sky is clear, the beauty up here can take your breath away. But the mountain's real treasures are the people. Without complaining or praise, they keep an eye on the weather so we don't have to. And I'm proud to be part of their tireless team, even for one day.
Well, we've learned a lot here up on the top of Mount Washington, home of the world's worst weather. But it's time to hand the shovel back to the experts.
It's hard to say goodbye to new friends, but at the risk of sounding delicate, a hot bath sounds great right about now. Let's roll. It was only after my long trip back down to the bottom of the mountain that I'd realized I'd forgotten my wallet.